Okay, so we're back to the action any moment now. So we should be tipping off the second half very, very shortly. This one was a nail biter in the first half, so I expect more of the same here in the second half as these two fast-paced, high-flying teams come out and take the court.
Doesn't know longer.
Is it a public Wi-Fi?
It's the school.
Oh, gotcha. So here goes the inbound. That's Chance Houston with the basketball. Moves to his left. Passes over. There's Coleman. Coleman with a nice arm fake past Bridgewater. No good. Rebound by Damian Jones. Traylon Banks is going across half court. And a fast break pass in the corner. Vincent Sanders from downtown. Rims out. No good. Rebound by Sam. Sam over to Sanders. Sanders to Banks. Scotlandville reset. Oh, boy. Oh, Traylon Banks hit the ground awfully hard. You can hear the thud all the way up here. With the basketball is Chance Houston. Houston brings it across half court. Bounce pass. Oh, nice. Slip through the lane. No good, though. That's Lydian Hassan. Missed the shot. Pass in the corner for Sanders. Sanders tried to find Bridgewater. He does find Banks. No good. It's rejected. And Scotlandville will hold on to the ball. Looks like there's no shot clock here in Texas either, Perry.
No. No, they Federation, United Federation rules, no shot.
Ah, okay. Pass in the corner for Banks. Banks from downtown, no good. Rebound by Hassan Thomas. As they, wow! As soon as I looked up, Chance Houston was putting the ball in the basket. That is a fast break. So here comes Banks. Banks bounce pass over to Bridgewater. Bridgewater behind the back for Jared Sam, and they're going to call a walk. They will call a walk, and Woodrow Wilson will get it back. So 25-24. Woodrow Wilson on top. Houston. Looking, fires over in the corner from way downtown. Zachary Coleman, no good. Rebound, Traylon Banks. Pass in the corner, Vincent Sanders, wide open three. Rims out, no good. Rebound, Damian Jones. Jones takes it, stolen. Ripped right out of his breadbasket by Trey Washington. Behind the back pass to Hassan Thomas. He loses it. Vincent Sanders gets it back. Goes down court. Damian Jones all alone. Two-hand jam. Scotlandville back on top, 26-25. Trey Washington with the ball. Oh, Chance Houston steps up. No good. Miserable air ball. Traylon Banks brings it across half court. Passes in the corner. Sanders. No, nothing. Nice attempted save by Houston, but it goes right in the hands of Damian Jones, who puts it in the hole.
Never want to save that ball there, man.
Yeah, he let that one go. Which was what I call a save assist.
So you do much better by letting the ball go out of bounds and setting up your defense.
Houston passes in the corner. Coleman works the baseline. There's a whistle. What was that one, Craig?
Over the back. Looks like
okay.
on the rebound. You know what, though, Eric? Bridgewater looks like he's frustrating Zach Coleman for Woodrow Wilson.
I'll tell you, a guy with that kind of size and that kind of quick movement in the paint, it can frustrate anybody.
Yeah. You know, and to be such a heralded player, such as Zach Coleman,
he puts it in the hole.
He does. He converts that one-on-one against Bridgewater.
But yeah, you'd be surprised if somebody get him a spin like that. Traylon Banks is on the way to the lane. There's a whistle. No foul against Chance Houston. Not really sure what the call was there.
Pushing off on Banks.
So that's an offensive foul. Houston will inbound the ball. Craig Martin in the game for the first time in the second half. Meanwhile, nice drive to the hole for Chance Houston. Nice move. Vincent Sanders really some good up-court penetration. Beautiful textbook bounce pass from Sam to Bridgewater. 2 points for the Hornets.
That's a 6'9" kid out there making that bounce pass on the perimeter.
They have so much height in that team. They look a little average size or small even up here. But you're right. You don't realize you got a guy with that kind of length making a pass like that. Houston, nice pass to Hassan Thomas.
Bridgewater made the smart move there. He didn't want to pick up the additional foul, so he just let that go. Hassan had the position on him and got the easy bucket.
Vincent Sanders slices all the way through the lane, unguarded practically.
Pretty much.
We've seen a lot of that, really on both sides of the ball. We've seen a lot of the guards really just cutting through the defensive wall.
Early in the season, Eric, defense isn't there for most teams.
Sanders misses the first one. When Smith checks out for Woodrow Wilson, checking in. Getting checked in here. Looks like Coleman checked back in. Craig Martin passes over to Houston. Houston, yeah, that's a block. Brian Bridgewater called for the block. And that is should be the third team foul, I believe, on Scotlandville. Wow, that should have been over and done. I missed what happened. I'll explain in just a moment. Meanwhile, Trey Washington takes advantage of the no call and slices through the lane. They're trying to pass it back court, and Washington kind of ballerinaed and kind of, from where I sat, looked like he touched the ball before he went across half court, and then possessed it on the other side of the court. The ref did not call over and back. I think he missed that one. Bounce pass, and there's a whistle. There's the pass for Bridgewater. Bounce pass to Sanders in the lane. Nice job. Another example of a very big man, a tall man, bounce passing it to the smaller guard. So to the line will be Vincent Sanders. Sanders, good. Sanders again. Good. So we're all tied up at 33. And these two very fine schools are living up to their reputation and certainly living up to expectations, as we're tied at 33 all here in the third quarter. Both teams with a lot of fast-paced, up-tempo basketball, and you really are seeing the results on the scoreboard. You're also seeing the results. It's sending a lot of folks to the line as there's a lot of body contact, which is resulting in a lot of fouls. But it's been some very entertaining high school basketball thus far as Louisiana meets Texas. So, but that was a full timeout, full 60-second timeout, just to get you caught up to speed. We have here, I'm Eric Hatfield for Perry Daniels. Just to get you caught up to speed here, Scotlandville went up early at halftime. The Woodrow Wilson High School was able to take it back with about a slim lead at the half, a 1-point lead. Scotlandville was able to take the lead back from Wilson during the second quarter and go into halftime with a 1-point lead, and they've gone back and forth and back all throughout this third quarter. So as we go back to the action, it'll be inbounded by Chance Houston, and we are back to the action. Oh, nice pass. Houston inbound to Washington, back to Houston. Houston over to Coleman. It's the roll. Oh, boy. And a nice putback there by number 44, Kerwin Smith. Jones passes out, back to Jones. Jones going up with it, and he's fouled. No, he is not fouled. He is not fouled. They're calling that against, they're calling that a violation. I think they're saying he stepped in the line. There's a loose ball. There's a flip pass over to Coleman. Coleman from about 13 feet, rims out. Oh, what a shooter's roll! Zach Coleman getting the shooter's roll, and here come the Hornets. Here's the pass. Bounce pass to Bridgewater. He kind of bothers it, tries to pass to Jones, no good. LaMarcus Lee in the game for the first time for Scotlandville. Bridgewater to Sanders. Sanders to Jones. Jones to Lee. LaMarcus Lee passes down low in the high post to Bridgewater. Bridgewater gets the bucket. Gets the end one. So Scotlandville will cut the lead. It was 37-33, but they'll cut it back down to 2 points. And with this three-point opportunity, knock on wood, the Hornets can cut it down to 1. Just an excellent back-and-forth basketball game we've had between these two fine high school programs. The defending 5A champion Scotlandville Hornets. Nice shooter's roll there for Brian Bridgewater. That cuts it down to 1, 37-36. Houston passes over. Coleman floats it. Looked like he got away with a walk. Back in the post to Coleman, and that might be a makeup call. They're going to call a... Nope, that's not a makeup call. It's a foul on Scotlandville. Never mind. Here comes the inbound. Coleman fighting with Bridgewater. Bridgewater's going to pick up a foul. He pushed him out. And there, Brian Bridgewater is very lucky that wasn't a foul, as the coach of Woodrow Wilson is correctly, Coach Juan Rivera Coach Washington rather, of Woodrow Wilson is correctly pointing out that Bridgewater did in fact push Coleman out of bounds. Houston penetrates into the wing, and oh, beautiful floater off the glass by Chance Houston. Woodrow Wilson 39, Scotlandville 36, 1:33 to go in this third period. Sanders into the lane, get that out of here, rejected by Kerwin Smith. Passes way down to Chance Houston off the glass, and good. Chance Houston on the full court assist by Kerwin Smith, and he's going to get the and one. I believe that's a foul on, I think they're going to call that on LaMarcus Lee. 20, yep, that's on LaMarcus Lee. So that will give Houston a chance to convert a three-point opportunity. Okay, I stand corrected. So Coach Washington calls timeout. Actually, I thought that was a little curious. I thought that was an and one situation, and instead, of the and one situation, it's not considered the act of shooting, so Woodrow Wilson will inbound the ball on the timeout called by Coach Washington. This is Eric Hatfield from Louisiana All-American Sports. I'm being joined with my broadcast partner, Perry Daniels, and we have a special guest this afternoon, another Perry Daniels Sr., who has a lot of experience, a long career officiating scholastic basketball, interscholastic basketball games at the SWAC level, and very familiar with the rules of the game, and he will be helping us out today. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Daniels.
Great. Glad to be here.
So back to the action. Trey Washington will inbound the ball. Wow. Floats it high. No backcourt violation as it wasn't touched. So it's picked up by Craig Martin. He hands it off to Chance Houston, and here we go. 1 minute, 16 seconds remaining in the period. Martin. He's being worked by Shad Sam. Set up. He did one field, but fires and good. Nice shot. Nice setup there by Craig Martin. Vincent Sanders bringing it back up the court for the Hornets. Goes left. Oh, nice tip. Nice. Whoa! Boy, that looked like a flop to me. Trey Washington was guarding Vincent Sanders, and there was a little body contact, and he just lifted off of both of his heels and slid across the floor like there was mop and blow down there.
That's the second time we've seen that call, though, Eric. Remember, Sanders on the fast break got called for a pushing off call.
Wow, yeah, I'll tell you, it's a good thing these guys aren't professionals yet, because I think David Stern might be sending a little pink slip to an invoice to Mr. Sanders. I'm sorry, to Mr. Washington. Nonetheless, it worked. Wilson gets the ball back with 37 seconds to go in the third quarter. Houston being guarded by Foster, Hendrick Foster, and there's a whistle, and did he step out of bounds?
Yeah.
He step out of bounds, so Scotlandville will get the ball back.
I'm going to see if I can track this down some water.
So Foster will inbound the ball. Sanders picks it up. Nice turnaround, spin move rather, to shake off Trey Washington. Getting some help from Foster. In the lane from about 16 feet. Where was that? No good. Oh, Bridgewater tried to go behind. No good. Chance Houston with the rebound. Passes way long. Trey Washington off the glass and good. And Woodrow Wilson is extending his lead. 45-36 now. All on top of Scotlandville with 5 seconds to go. There's a pass down low. Damian Jones spins off, and there's a whistle with 1.34 seconds to go in the period. In the act of shooting, that will send Damian Jones to the line. Jones goes off the front of the iron, misses the first one. And missed them both. Rebound by Woodrow Wilson. It's to no avail. That's the end of the third period with the score. Woodrow Wilson 45, Scotlandville 36. Here on Louisiana All-AmericanSports.com. We will be back to the action in just a few moments. So we are back to the action at the start of the fourth quarter. Scotlandville was leading at halftime. They are now trailing Woodrow Wilson by 9 points as we head on to the final 8-minute frame. Brian Bridgewater passes to Sanders, back to Bridgewater. Bridgewater tries to penetrate, goes off the glass. There's a foul. There's a whistle. Let's see what the call is. It is going to be against Wilson. Officials are kind of sorting it out. I guess they're trying to ask if it was in the act of shooting or not. I thought Bridgewater was going up, but they're going to say no. So, Woodrow Wilson guarding in a 3-2. Banks inbounds it. Nice catch by Jared Sam. Sam. Back to Banks. Banks crosses over. Steps up, bounce pass over to Brian Bridgewater. Bridgewater. Kind of trap, flips him way over to Vincent Sanders. Swing pass to Sam into the post for Jones. Jones goes up. He is fouled by Kerwin Smith. That's a block. So Damian Jones will go to the line and shoot 2. Scotlandville needs every point they can scrape up here as we're already 33 seconds into the period, and they have got to carve into this 9-point lead of Woodrow Wilson if they expect to advance into the winner's bracket of this tournament. Jones makes his first basket, and that will cut the lead down to 45-37. Second one is good, so that will make it 45-38. Woodrow Wilson inbounds. There's the flip over. Washington, float, get that out of here. Damian Jones rejects it. Vincent Sanders, Johnny on the spot, taps it, passes to Banks. Back to Brian Bridgewater. It's up and good, and Scotlandville has cut this lead down to 5 with 7:05 to go in the period. Picked off, Damian Jones. The turnovers are coming in bunches. Coach Washington of Woodrow Wilson looks disgusted. There's the pass to Sam. Sam gets his own rebound, tries to go underneath, and there's a whistle. That's going to be on Hassan. Oops, sorry. Liban Hassan picks up the foul, and that will send Sam to the line to shoot 2. Gets the shooter's roll in the first one. Can't get the shooter's roll in the second one, but they have continued to chip into this lead. And there's a whistle. That's a violation. Trailing Banks. Working around pass to the corner. Scotlandville cuts it down to 2. Ball skips off and it's back to Coleman. Coleman with the elbow passes. Liban Hassan with the lead. And Woodrow Wilson extends the lead 47-43, coming up on 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Sanders, ball fakes, comes back. Works along the perimeter. Sanders, spin move. Goes on the baseline, tries to go underneath, he passes to Bridgewater. Bridgewater to Sam. Sam in the lane. There's the whistle, and that's going to send it to the line. Jared Sam to the line to shoot 2 and try to cut this lead from 4 points down to 2 points. Can't get the roll in the first one. Can't get the roll on the second one. 47-43 still. And wow, that pass was intended for the scorer's table. Thank you. So into the corner, Sanders, pass is stolen. Stolen by Levan Hassan.
Hate to see that, Eric. Scotlandville's been very good at making that entry pass from the perimeter. To see that turnover is disappointing.
It looks like they put Levan Hassan and they get a little more height. And well, that time it definitely worked as they got the ball back. And rebound by Damian Jones. Jones passes over to Traylon Banks. Banks way down the court. It's tipped by Chance Houston, so the Hornets will retain possession of the basketball. From downtown, rims out, no good.
Sanders had a clean look, just couldn't convert.
So Chance Houston pushes it up court along the baseline. And there's a whistle, and let's see what the call is. It's a push
on Sanders.
And that's on Vincent Sanders, so not in the act of shooting.
Should be a 1-and-1 though, unless, no, there's one more.
One more, yep. One more will put, for all intents and purposes, Woodrow Wilson is in the single bonus. Washington through the lane, no nothing to stop the penetration. No basket, and Coach Patrick Washington is robbing the officials about having any of it, who was all the way to the baseline.
Maybe we can get some assistance on what that call was. Offensive basket interference.
Okay, so Mr. Daniels is telling us it's offensive basket interference. No love coming there, so it's still 47-43. Scott is stolen. Yep. Oh, wow. Block called on Traylon Banks.
Bad foul on Banks. He had run up the court, missed the guy, and obstructed the shot without getting the foul.
Right.
The gentleman missed the shot. Zach Coleman, hustling at the court, being the premier player that he is, grabbed the rebound, and on the way back into the game, number 10 for the Hornets.
That was Traylon Banks.
Traylon Banks created the foul on Coleman, didn't foul him hard enough.
Right, really silly foul.
So he got the shot up, made the basket, and now goes to the line to convert the traditional three-point play.
And so they're just giving away extra points to Wilson. And the ball's loose. Picked right back up though by Foster, sorry. And stolen by Chance Houston, and there's a whistle, but it's going to go the way of Woodrow Wilson.
This seems to be getting away from the Hornets here, Eric.
7-point game, still some time left, but you know, Scotlandville had cut the 9-point lead down to 4 at one point, and now it's Woodrow Wilson is starting to run away a little bit.
Seven-point lead, 4 minutes to go in the game. Woodrow Wilson at the line. Okay.
So here we go, Houston. Yes, the shooters roll. 51-43. And Houston gets the second one. 43-52.
The full court pressure defense is giving the Hornets problems.
And oh boy, Foster's really struggling with Johnson. That's a double dribble. He should have known better.
We talked earlier, Eric, about them rebuilding, about the Hornets rebuilding up front, but they're lacking in that backcourt that they had last year. Last year they had an awesome backcourt that kept them in the game. We really saw them push the ball against McKinley and cause all type of turnovers. They don't seem to have that this year.
Washington misses, rebounded by Foster. Pass to Damian Jones, easy jam for Jones. The one-handed J. Hassan. Iban Hassan. With the bucket, there's a timeout called. I believe it's called by Scotlandville. And Coach Sample wants to talk it over with his team. This one is getting away. 9 points, 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes, 14 seconds to go. I'd say it's all over. I'm not going to say the fat lady's warming up right now.
Right. But you can best believe that the Hornets are going to use this to grow on, and they're going to still be a force to be reckoned with. Put it this way, the 5A state championship still needs to come through Baton Rouge.
Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I hear the McKinley squad has really reloaded as well.
That could be a collision course last year at some point, at some point in the top 28.
Right.
Well, we are back to the action. Scotlandville trailing Woodrow Wilson. 54 to 45. They are running out of opportunities here.
I did find out that it's the Crestwood Lions that the Madison Cat Chargers are facing, so you were absolutely correct. So
it was a cat. I might have seen something on their warm as we walked in. I was just thinking cat with those guys. Zachary Coleman with the tomahawk, 11 points. I'm going to say that's probably going to do it. Vincent Sanders doing the pressure, and interestingly, the defense is still extended for Woodrow Wilson.
A lot of time for a basketball game here.
Bridgewater for about 17 feet, no good. Rebound, Damian Jones, good. 2:41 to go. Scotlandville cuts it back down to 9 points, 56-47. Crossover by Houston through the lane. Passes to Hassan Thomas. Good. Hassan Thomas on the assist from Chance Houston. Looks like Chance Houston was hardly guarded in that series. Foster, Bridgewater, Sam, good. 58-49. 2:12 to go in the game. Trey Washington held up his dribble a little bit. Trey Washington was trying to pursue him and wound up rear-ending him pretty much. And that fender bender will send Washington to the line.
Not a bad foul for the Hornets at all. Make them score with the clock stop instead of having that clock running while we're scoring.
Right. Yeah, exactly. We're going to give it up either way. And no shooter's roll, so Scotlandville gets possession back.
Works out well.
Bridgewater into the corner from downtown. Foster, no good. Rebound by Sam, who slips. That's going to be it. Yep, he's going to lose possession. That's unfortunate. Tough break there. You can't afford to give away any possessions when you're in a desperation situation like this. So back up the court. Zachary Coleman with the ball. Hassan Thomas, 60-49 now. Vincent Sanders, 1:30 to go in the game. Vincent Sanders penetrates into the lane, left-handed floater, no good. Rebound by Jared Sam, and that one is good. There's a whistle with a timeout.
No pushing foul on the Hornets.
So that will send Sanders is picking up the fouls. He's got to be close to 4 by now at least. He's got to be in some foul trouble. So Chance Houston will go to the line, shoot 2. Oh no, yeah, we'll shoot 2, as that will put Woodrow Wilson into the double bonus. $61-49. I'm sorry, 61-51. We need to correct that. And Chance Houston. That was, well, the good news for Chance Houston, he got all net. The bad news is it did not go through the hoop first. So, 61-51, 10-point game. Sanders passes down to Bridgewater. Bridgewater's going to have to, nope, he's going to try to penetrate on the baseline. That's an easy foul. I can see that from up here. Hassan Thomas. Not smart at all, because that's going to put Scotlandville into the double bonus now.
Perfect situation for Scotlandville. They want to score with the clock stopped.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure Coach Patrick Washington is telling his team, could you help him out anymore?
Exactly.
So Hassan Thomas checks out of the game. That one's going to run out no good. So I'll tell you, there's a lot of, definitely a presidential feel to this Woodrow Wilson roster. Their coach's name Washington. The school is Woodrow Wilson, and they also have a Jackson on the roster, in addition to a guard named Washington.
Yeah, I hear that a lot of the inner city schools in Dallas are named after former presidents.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Just as easy.
And Dan could probably help us out a little bit more on that issue.
Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson. Kennedy. Is there a Kennedy?
No, it's not a Kennedy.
Coleman makes it 62-52 now. Wilson extends the lead back to 4 possessions.
So Madison, Woodrow Rivers, Woodrow Wilson, Thomas Jefferson.
63-52. So there's the bounce pass from Sam to Sanders. Nice turnaround move by Bridgewater. Off the glass, he's going to pick up the foul. And that's a foul on Kerwin Smith. That will send Bridgewater to the line as they continue to help out the opponent a bit. You know, this stops the clock and gives them a chance to shoot two, as opposed to giving the two and let the clock run down.
Right. This is absolutely the worst thing that Woodrow Wilson wants to happen.
Exactly. There's also a Lincoln here in Dallas, too.
Say again?
There's a Lincoln here in Dallas.
Oh, there's a Lincoln, yeah.
Makes the first one.
So the way that Woodrow Wilson has shot free throws, Hornets, Eric, I wouldn't be surprised if the Hornets commit an early foul.
Yeah, they've missed some rather badly. They're not fouling. Interesting. Over to Coleman. Coleman, yeah, they're trying to foul now. You can see it. Foster's trying to reach, trying to grab some jerseys, not getting it. Wow, no call on Sanders. Looks like the refs are just trying to let it play out. 37 seconds to go. I think they're going to throw in the white towel. Well, maybe not. Bridgewater picks up the foul with 32.89 seconds remaining in the game. So that will send Wilson to the line. There's the first one.
Got to be able to convert free throws down the stretch.
So it's again a 10-point lead. That's gotta. We've been saying it slams the door for quite a while, but that will make it almost chronologically impossible for Scotlandville to come back now. 65-54. Sanders trying to push up the court. He falls on the ground. He tried to call timeout. He did call timeout.
Did they have a timeout?
I can only assume so.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't see Wilson heading to the line to shoot a tech. So I can only wonder what Coach Sample could be telling his team right now.
I'm sure Coach Sample is coaching for February here.
Right.
That he's going to coach to the end, try to finish strong. He knows that he has a quality basketball team there, and he knows that he played a quality basketball team this afternoon. So they have nothing to hang their heads about. The Hornets will be back tomorrow, and not quite sure who their opponent is tomorrow, but I'm sure they'll step on the court tomorrow with every intention on representing their school and Baton Rouge very well.
Sam inbounds, goes to Jones. Jones flips it over to Sanders. Sanders hesitates from the right wing. No good. Sam tries to rebound. No good. He loses possession. Wilson gets the ball back. 18 seconds to go in the game.
In fact, I think if my memory serves me correctly, tomorrow they play Deion Sanders' school that he started here.
It's like Prime Prep. Prime Prep.
Yeah.
That's a cool name. I wonder if Primetime himself will be in attendance.
I wonder. Eric, are you going to get a pregame with Coach Jones?
I'm going to give it my best.
Okay.
I'm going to try to get a hold of him. By the way, I'll save that for after the broadcast. I'm wondering where the locker rooms are then.
There's also a coach's room down there if you need to grab a mic.
Washington misses the second. 11 seconds to go. Here comes Sanders, passes over to Bridgewater. Bridgewater's going to step up, launches from the lane. No good. Rebound by Jones. Loses possession. That's going to do it. And that's the end of the game. The final score. Woodrow Wilson, 65. Scotlandville, 54. So you've been watching this action on Louisiana All-American-Sports.com. Perry, any parting words before we get to the main event for those back on Madison Avenue?
Sure. I would say that Zach Coleman was impressive. He quietly reached his points, and due to it not being Madison Prep, we didn't keep a stat book, so I can't give you his line. But he looked kind of impressive here to say that he's an all-Metro first-teamer.
We're talking about Coleman there?
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
So that's pretty good. And again, the Scotlandville Hornets, what else can you say about them? They'll be back.
Yep. I was also impressed with the guard play by Chance Houston. It seems like on both ends of the court, he was very opportunistic. He was getting his hands on the ball. He was penetrating well. He was getting good layups at the expense of the Scotlandville Hornets.
Yes.
So that will conclude our first game. But stay tuned as Madison Prep and Jarrell Martin will be on board, on deck, very, very shortly in about 10 minutes here at Louisiana All-American Sports.com.